Okay, hi everyone and welcome to our fourth campaign, into Thay, Chapter 1, Session 2. Okay, so as usual, before we start the game, remember what you need to do. Keep table talking to a minimum. Teamwork is essential. And remember that this is a daily campaign, okay? So survival is crucial and it should be your top priority. So where we last left our heroes, Hoga has run off after the little gob that was working its way through her pockets. And as for Mystic Man and Lu, they were just checking out what is missing. Okay, so let's start the round with Hoga's initiative roll. Can I have your initiative roll, please? Thank you.
It's 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. 17.
17. Okay. Can I have yours, Lu?
19.
Good. Mystic Man?
18.
18. Very good.
A lot better than last week.
Yes. Okay. Turn. Okay, we will have to cut in between, okay? So let's go to Hoga first. You managed to catch up to the gob. You see the gob running away in a certain direction towards the alley. What do you do?
Is it haunting me?
No, it just ran off.
Oh, it just ran off.
Giggling.
It cackles.
Giggling.
That's what it does.
Do that. Can I check my pocket now?
If you try your pocket, you will lose sight of him. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, give me your inventory.
Everything?
Yes, everything.
It's the other side.
Oh my god. So fast.
You lose your potion of water breathing.
Aww.
You lose your cure for dolphin sickness. Your bag of BDSM stuff. That's all you lose.
The thing actually affect me.
Okay.
Potions. BDSM sounds.
Okay, so the goblins all made off with your stuff. Okay, so for Lu and Mystic Man, since you chose to check your pockets as well, the goblins have disappeared. Okay, and battle. Where would you like to go? They left. What do you want to fight? Thin air? They're not there anymore. They're not there anymore. Yeah. Okay. Have Mystic Man, have you taken off your stuff?
Yes.
Okay, so all your potions are gone, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
healing potions.
Hoga, the stuff that I mentioned earlier is all gone, huh? Please remove it from inventory.
I
Okay.
never drink anyway.
What would you like to do now?
Catch up with the team.
Okay. Hoga, as you walk back to your team, right, you see that they are checking their pockets, and Mystic Man has lost all her potions.
I never use this anyway. Like literally, that's why I had them since the start of time till now.
Mystic Man, can you roll an insight check for me, please?
Inside.
What's inside? Oh no, what's that bad?
6.
It was not 16.
16. Okay, you think it might be a good idea to do something about your valuables, so that this might not happen again.
Do something. I'm ready to do something. God, you should do something about valuables, but not like the ones that got stolen, but the ones that are on us right now. I've got it. Let's pee on them. Nobody wants to steal it if it's full of pee.
My ideas are brilliant.
Fair.
Well, soon, not like me if I pee on a Bible.
It's fair.
We could always use the perfume.
My super expensive perfume that does so much good. No. Do it, but to her. it's a weird one that goes like freedom.
This
Wait, what does it make people want to steal it more if it smells nice?
I'm gonna use.
Wait, I've got this inkwell of concealment.
It doesn't work that way.
No. How do you know? I take the inkwell of concealment and I throw it all over my belongings.
Really?
Yes.
Let me check. What is the what does the description say for your inkwell concealment?
I just wrote inkwell of concealment. It's one of your items, I think,
I know.
but I don't know.
I thought it was used to write secret messages.
It is used to write secret messages. Yeah.
That means you pour it on your stuff and then the ink just disappears.
Yeah, so yeah, correct. So what happened was you emptied your entire bottle of ink and the black just seeps into everything and then it disappears.
As in the ink disappears.
Yeah,
not
the ink
items.
disappears, not the item.
I
Correct.
told you it doesn't work that way.
It was worth a try.
How about we just put everything
In front
in
of
front
us?
and
Yeah.
hug it?
I'm just gonna use my cloak and wrap.
I will hug myself.
Actually, technically,
All the time.
for my cloak, no one should be able to sneak up on me.
Yeah. Well, what cloak? What cloak?
The hunters.
Yes. Can I have the description, please?
It's in my old inventory sheet. You know the one that you took
Yes.
away.
Yes, the one that I took away. Wait, no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm gonna train my Kushido to bite people that try and steal my stuff.
Right now in the middle of the street? No, you can't do that in the middle of the street.
I think I will just hug my stuff and look really, really scary.
Okay. If you do that, the next rounds, for the next 5 rounds, plus 5 to intimidation when somebody tries to pickpocket you. Okay?
Okay.
That's if you notice the
That's if
person
you notice
trying
the
to
person tries on.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, let's move on.
Wait, I got it. I'm gonna wrap all my stuff in a burlap sack and then I'm gonna paste the desecrated symbol of really fair on it.
The desecrated symbol of what? Really fair. Really faint. Really faint. You can do that.
Yeah. Then I'm going to take some red something or other and rub it on the sack so it's blood.
That looks quite normal actually, because if you take a look around you, right, there's a lot of people kind of dressed in red. It's like the national color of Thay. Well, actually, only the nobles and the wizards dress in red. Everybody else is not allowed to have that color.
Oh shit.
You just made your stuff look even more expensive.
I'm a noble.
I'm red. Oh.
I got it. Put everything into the burlap sack and then I use my soap and I rub it on the surface of the sack so it's slippery. It's a great idea, I love it.
You could try that.
Yes, now it's slippery.
Okay.
And soapy.
So
And clean.
Soapy.
What about you? What's the name of your cloak?
Predators embrace.
Natural bedroll, part of the hunter. What are that? What are the stuff you have? Wait, let me send it to you.
Wait,
Wait, I can't send it to
Really
you. If I
fast
send it to
symbol.
you, you see everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I remember is no one can sneak attack on me. My short rest becomes long rest.
It's not. It wasn't a sneak attack.
Oh. Okay. Now
Yeah.
I'll just use the cloak and hug everything close to me anyway.
Okay, so everybody basically looks like an Eskimo right now.
I got it. I'm gonna paste the amulet of Coridon on it because it's got +1 protection against evil.
What? Amulet of what?
On those goblins evil? No, they're not.
You have no idea.
They could be chaotic neutral. Steal, no? Cat steals too, she's not evil.
Or so you think. Alright, we are moving on to the second. Okay, so now you guys have managed to find your way towards the tombs. And just as before, they will, as you look around, right, you see that they were once houses and spaces for private residences. Okay, but now, due to the massive population of undead, all the buildings here have been refashioned into tombs and gazebos for sarcophagi and tombstones. So basically, it's like Day of the Dead. It really looks like Day of the Dead in Mexico, but every day. Right? So there's undead walking around everywhere, they are minding their own business, they are carrying groceries of their own. Like for example, like I said before, mummies are carrying toilet paper. Yeah, and then the zombies are carrying packet brains, things like that. But they don't attack you, and they also don't seem to be hostile, or at least for now. Okay, so they are just all shuffling around, and there are skeletons around as well, and they seem to be talking to other skeletons, but their speech is not very clear as it should be because they don't have a diaphragm.
But
So
do
you
I
just
understand them?
hear,
But I understand them.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you hear them talking about the weather, about their dead cousin, yeah, and things like that.
Twice dead.
I'm sorry?
Didn't they dead twice?
Yes.
Oh, recently undead.
Yeah, yes. So some of them are gossiping about how another friend has joined them, and they have moved from another area in the city to the city tombs because this is where most of the undead live.
And there's a new undead down the street. She's hot.
Yeah. So they will talk about stuff like this. Okay, but to you it sounds like yeah.
Don't kill.
We're alive in town.
Yeah, then they just shut off. So they'll be like like that. Okay, so this is what you see. Some ghouls are at the side doing some regular tasks like washing the laundry, making dinner, because there's a few tombs, right, that are not underneath gazebos. You know what's a gazebo, right? It's like a pavilion. So then there will be a tomb underneath there, and that's where everyone is staying. But for some of them, they cannot afford the gazebo, so there's no shelter. Then they're just like hanging their laundry outside. Then there's an outdoor kitchen, someone's barbecuing a leg, an actual human leg. Yeah, they're minding their own business and they're having fun. You see some of them wearing Hawaiian t-shirts and sitting on a lounging chair, yeah, with a sun hat. Things like that lah. They're just that's what they do.
They're okay in the sun.
Yes, the undead here are okay in the sun for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, they're all fine here. Yeah. And then they are making dinner. Then you see, but there's also another bunch of them, right? They look very newly dead because their flesh not so rotted as the others, like the skeletons and the ghouls. And some of them seem to be doing actions that have been programmed into them when they were still alive. But whatever they're doing, right, the furniture is not there. So there's this skeleton sitting down, reading a book, right? But there's no book in his hand, there's no chair beneath his butt. He's just squatting and then doing this motion and looking. But you don't see anything. Yeah, so there's a few confused undead also, and they look freshly turned. Then after a while, you see a few of the more experienced or older ones coming over and just slapping them and then pushing them around so that they will stop doing whatever it is they were doing. Okay, and then then they continue to shuffle. Okay.
So that means the muscle memory will be lost when you lose the muscle.
Yes. Then as you are looking around and gawking at all the weird locals, you see a wraith breeze past you. So it's just this thing in a hood, like a Dementor. It looks like a Dementor. It's like, and then it just floats away.
There's weird things here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what you see. And then as you continue onwards, you see some of the more busy workers. Okay, they are some skeletons, some ghouls. They are pushing wheelbarrows of cement and tar, and you see some of them rolling barrels of oil around. Then a few skeletons, right, kind of tripped on one barrel of oil. He falls over, and then the barrel of oil rolls over and crushes him
Oh my god.
into the ground. Then he's being ignored while all the other workers just continue to push. And then there's another skeleton that comes up and continues to take over for the barrel that was left behind. So you just see all this work going on, all this work going on, and then you see a team of builders working to build more gazebos and more of these tombstones. Yeah, they're all putting it up, and you see another bunch of them like carving names on tombstones.
So all the work that is being done are for the tombs.
Yes.
Okay, 'cause
It's
I
like
was- I
new
was-
tombs.
I was gonna ask if it was anything like the stuff that we saw the floating fort castle thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw like the undeads pushing crates. And
Yes,
But it's not.
They look more or less the same, but
Yeah.
they are doing different things altogether.
Okay.
They are doing different things altogether. Yeah. You don't see the pills.
Yeah, the
Yeah, you
pills.
don't see the ration pills or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, and they look local. These guys all look local.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't look like they're
How
from
do
Waterdeep.
we know what a local
Local
undead would
skeleton.
be like?
The dress, their fashion,
Oh.
their fashion, the way they behave, you know, like people in France and people
White
in
shirts.
in Germany behave differently. Yeah. So yeah, something like that. Sorry.
Some are being clean.
Some are clean, some are dirty. So it depends on the undead themselves and their sense
I
of
want to
fashion.
look at the tombstone that they are
Okay.
carving names into.
Alright.
Can I read any of it?
Everything is written in Thayan.
So no.
No, it's not written in common. So you just see gibberish. It
But why?
kind of looks like Russian. You know how the Russian alphabet is like?
Yeah.
It looks like that.
Can I roll insight to see if I can tell why they are carving names into tombstones when no one lies there?
Okay.
21.
They are making new residences for the freshly dead.
Mm.
That's nice. I pat the news on the back and I say, good job!
And it crumbles,
Yeah.
right?
The skeleton you smack just
I tried to
I get it.
and then one of you get you get 10 XP.
Yay! But
And then the skeleton head on the floor right goes hey. Yeah, you understand. Yeah.
I pick it up, then I
No.
put it on top
Crush.
of I'll try and put it on top of this skeleton body.
There is
No,
no
the whole
skeleton
thing
body.
crumbled down.
Except the head.
Yeah.
Which is
Can I
now
try and
preaching
fix
at
it?
you.
Can I try and fix it? Can I roll?
No, fix it.
Yes. Yeah.
Natural 20.
You put him back immaculately.
It was an accident, I'm sorry.
The skeleton looks like you like this. It's awful.
I
Yeah.
imagine them carving the names on the tombstones, like you know those apartments with all the buttons, they put the new
Oh.
names there.
Yes. They're doing that. They're doing that. Yeah.
I
Then
think we should get out.
you spot a red wizard in the distance, giving instructions to a construction worker skeleton, and you see a few banshees hovering behind this red wizard, and they're all wailing. Okay, because that's how they communicate. And he looks kind of annoyed, so he just like waves a hand, and one of the banshees just
Oh my god.
like that, and then immediately the rest of her friends shut up. Yeah, and then they float away and go back to their work. Yeah, so this is what you see. And you see near to him, right, there is a skeletal drake, which is like basically an undead wyvern, but there's no more skin or flesh on him, he's just a skeleton. And he's about the size of a lion, and he creeps over to the red wizard, and then it bends down like this, and then the red wizard just steps on his head and steps onto its spine, and then the creature leaps into flight.
You can fly without.
Yes, by magic. Yeah, and then it carries the red wizard off to another part of the toontown to see other building construction. Okay, so this is what you see lah. Yeah. Then at this point, right, when the banshee just into oblivion, most of the town in that area, right, fall silent. Like they stop whatever things they're doing to watch. So you just hear this silent, heavy, intense atmosphere, and then when the wizard flies off, it continues back to normal after a few heartbeats. Yeah, and then they pretend like they didn't see it lah, and things move on at like clockwork. Okay.
Rule number 1:
Yes.
Don't mess with the red pages.
Okay.
Then you also notice amongst the locales, right, there are a few people who are actually alive. So just like you, they are not undead, but judging from their disheveled appearance, and they're very, very skinny, it's difficult to tell them apart. Like they're almost skeletal already, but you can see that they're breathing, their eyeballs are still in their sockets and everything. And unlike the red wizard, he was completely bald. Okay, this bunch of live people that are scattered around here and there, right, they have very thick matted hair as long as the floor. So the hair is super long and super unkempt and unwashed all the way down to the floor, and it looks as if it has never been cut or washed before. Okay, so as you look at these people, you start to notice lah. At first you spot one, and then after that you spot another, and then you realize that there's a pattern. Okay, amongst like maybe about 10 or 15 undead, you see one of this kind, and they have shackles.
Slave.
Yeah, they have shackles on them lah, and they are going about doing work as just like everyone else, but they look unhappy. Okay, so this is what you see.
I want to talk to them. Yeah, I go up to them and I ask them. I'm like, hi, how are you doing?
When you approach them, they see you, they are immediately scared. So they will scamper off, carrying their things faster. Yeah.
Why are you scared?
Do you raise your voice? Okay, as you do that, you seem to have alerted the attention of a wraith. So one of the wraiths that was floating above it, right, pauses near a gazebo near you and watches you.
Hello. Does it do anything? It's waving! I love this place. Wish I had taken a photo. I mean, not photo. What? Painting. I can! Take a sketch. I took out an ink quill and a parchment and I started
finished
to
your ink?
draw. No, I have a different one. I have ink, quill and parchment set.
Okay.
And I start to draw the wraith. Did I show you?
Give me a performance.
Oi, nice. 13.
13.
Oh.
It's free!
Come on.
Then the wraith points to a bunch of skeletons that were working. Then you see they are chiseling a face onto the tombstone,
Whoa.
and it's amazing.
He won up to you.
I'm not trained. I tried my best.
We should go.
Appreciate the effort.
We should go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do we go to 3?
I want to save the people.
You can't. Just stay. Let's go to number 3.
So, Lou, you suggest to do that,
Yeah.
but the wraith starts to approach you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so it floats down from the gazebo,
Okay.
and then he doesn't seem to have the capability of speech. So he holds up a sign, and then it's a magic mirror. So the magic mirror will have words appear on the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, so it shows Thayan language first.
Common.
Then the words start to dissolve, and then it appears again in common. Okay, and then it says, "Who are you?"
That's a good question. Who am I? Do I have to answer in they or can I answer in common?
Are you saying that aloud?
Yeah.
Do you know Thay?
No.
Then common.
I can answer in celestial.
You
I
could.
repeat it in celestial.
What do you say?
I am who I've always meant to be.
The words dissolve, and then there's a very big question mark there.
I'm like an artist who is not yet an artist. As you can see in my beautiful sketch, it's a work in progress.
Roll deception.
But it's true.
Oh.
12.
The ray suddenly grows larger in size, and his eye sockets glow red. And then the mirror has the words repeated again. Who are you? And he looms over all three of you. And then you see his tatters, right? And shadows just start to float and everything. So can you give me a will save?
That's wisdom.
Is wisdom?
Oh shit. 11.
12.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw.
Plus wisdom.
Okay, all of you are frightened by his intimidation. Okay, his aura is too scary. So you have to tell him, you have to give him an answer. Or he might not go away, or he might do something even worse. You have no idea.
Can I whisper to Mystique that technically you are an ambassador here? You may as well.
Oh. Why we're here? I was just finding you guys. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I please answer this question. My friends call me Mystic, but my name is Mystic Man.
What are you doing here?
What was I going to do again?
Ambassador.
Alright, as ambassador. Where's the one where I wrote what I'm supposed to be doing? There it is. Oh no, I don't know where it is.
I shan't help.
Wait, what? Why does this have answers to the doors? That was some time ago.
And I apologize to the Wraith. She's new as an ambassador.
I've
It's
never
true.
ambassador before.
Exactly.
Wait. I mean, I ran away to get away from this, but somehow it's just come after me, you know? Like, I don't want to have a job, but here I am having a job.
Mystique, I put my hand on her shoulder.
Yes.
Do you need me to remind you what your job is as
What's
a
my job?
ambassador?
What was my job?
Wait,
Oh,
no, I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay,
I
never
need
mind.
to.
You're on your own.
Embassies in other countries and build some temples. I wrote it down. I took out my notes. Ambassador
It's
notes.
like written on your
Okay, the Wraith mirror everything starts to dissolve again, and then a new series of words in common starts to appear, and it says, "Why have you not reported to